Welcome back to the secret underground lair. So we are now at the stage of putting on the polyurethane onto our night tables. This was the first of 2 coats. So we'll get everything on 1 coat today, depending how this goes. Then give it a light sand and put on a 2nd coat. And then we are, apart from putting the hinges and hardware back on, or the drawer slides back on, we're done. So I'm going to set you up on time lapse and you can just watch this go. This is today's adventure. So that is the complete coverage of one of the tables, first coat. So there'll be a light sand of this when this has had a chance to dry. We'll give it a couple hours. And then put on the 2nd coat. In the meantime, I'm going to clean off the first table, or the 2nd table rather, and I'll put a first coat of urethane on that, but I'll do that off camera. Okay, it is a new day, and I'm just going to go over all of our pieces now that it's got our first coat of urethane on. So I'm going to go over all the touchable surfaces with a 220, and then we can put on our final coat of urethane, polyurethanes. Repeat the process on the other table, and then we're ready for our final coat of urethane and then hardware reattachment. All right, all the sanding is done, so we're on to our top coat of polyurethane. Alright, that finishes the 2nd coat of our polyurethane. So I'm just going to let this set for a couple hours and then we can finally reassemble all of the hardware and we are done. So I'll be back in a little bit after a bite of lunch. So our next step in reassembly of the tables is to attach these little figure 8 brackets onto the lower member and onto the lower side and upper side to mount the shelf and top respectively. So I have marked a hole where I want to drill this little countersink, this Forstner bit. I've got a 5/8 inch Forstner bit here, so I'm just going to go down about 1/8 of an inch. Just enough, actually less than that, a 1/16 of an inch, just enough to make the top of this flush with the top of this. So I'm going to put 4 holes in here, one here, one here, one here, and one here, to accommodate the 4 brackets for the shelf, and then we'll do the same thing for the top. Of course, I got that problem. So the solution to my problem is actually using my Ryobi oscillating tool and a rigid right-handed or right-angle drill head. They play nice together. So Ryobi rigid. That should do that pretty nicely. I might go down just a wee bit more. Perfect. And this does have the ability to rotate just a little wee bit. I'll bring you in for a closer look when I put that screw in, which would allow for the floating or the movement that the shelf and the top might experience with changes in humidity and temperature. Okay, now I'm just going to drill a little pilot hole to accommodate the screw. Now, something I was wrestling with just kind of in my head overnight is, can I get the shelf in when I have 4 of these brackets in place? And I don't think I can. So I'm going to have to put the shelf in now with 2 brackets installed, and then put the other brackets in. There we are, shelf in. Well, shelf in place, shelf in place. I'm just going to flip this onto the back, and then I can drill the pilot holes into the shelf from here. I am going to mark the holes, so I'm going to have to take it out and drill them. I don't have quite enough room for my drill bit. And the million-dollar question, can I get it out to drill the holes? Or do I need to take out the brackets? There we are. A little bit of twisting and we're okay. Okay, now I'll put those screws in. I suppose I should bring you over to this side so you can see what I'm doing. So here's our 4 little brackets, and just putting a screw into the last one here. Okay, there we go. So these little brackets, as I was mentioning, when they get attached, they do have the ability to pivot like this. So that should this piece want to expand a little bit one way or the other, then these will turn a little bit to accommodate that. I don't expect a lot of expansion or contraction on this piece. It's a relatively thin piece, 3/4 of an inch or so, so I wouldn't expect a lot off that. Off the top, perhaps a little bit more. So there's our shelf. Now I'll do the same thing. I'll drill out the holes on the top. So I'm going to use my Forstner bit to create some holes to accommodate the brackets on these 4 locations on the top. Then we'll get the top mounted. Then we'll put the drawers in. And there is our top mounted. Got our 4 brackets here and screws going through them into the top. Now I'm going to put on the drawer slides. That's a 1. I like it when a plan comes together. Do the same thing. I'll put the bottom drawer slides in, attach the rails to the drawers, and come back when we're ready to do a fit. Okay, about to fit the lower drawer. Let me bump the camera here. Hope not, I might. Okay, and a little bit tilted, so I need to raise this side up a little bit, which is okay. There's plenty of adjustability here. That's looking pretty good. We have a gap that's pretty even all the way around, so I'm going to keep that. I haven't got the soft close engaged, so let me just reset that. There we are. Lovely. I like that. Okay, let's put in the top drawer. Okay, and I need to go, same kind of adjustment. Need to go up on this side or down on that side a little bit. Try a little bit of both. Okay, that is a completed night table. One last thing that I'll do is I'm going to be drilling a hole in the center of the drawer here for the knob, but I'll do that off camera. Let me get the other table assembled. We'll get them both up together on the work table. And there we are. night tables are complete. And I managed to drill the holes here, put a little bit of masking tape over that, marked the hole, and then drilled through the masking tape into the door front. But that is it. So thank you for sticking with me through this build. To the new subscribers, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And that's going to be it for this build. I'll take a couple days off. Got some family coming to visit. And then back onto some sawmill work. You saw that I picked up a motor and a speed controller for our adjustment for the travel of the sawmill, so that's next. Anyway, again, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.